Hello there again, it's Alan speaking from Let's Go Virtual Healthcare Tours. It's a second interview actually with Jody because one, I enjoyed the first one, but secondly, there's a bit more information I want to discuss with Jody, and in the absence of Siobhan, who's the manager of Asquith,
yes.
It was essential because she's very, very busy. There's something that she needs to attend to. I've done a secondary interview with Jody because Jody has been here quite some time, almost from the very, very start of the doors open at Asquith, and it's very important that we get a bit more from Jody because it is crucial to this interview. So going back to Jody, I'd like to talk about some of the other recent events that you've had. But first, before we get on to that, is this your second visit here?
It's my second time round here, yeah.
Yeah, tell us a bit about that.
So I first worked here in October 2010. I was here for
That's after the May of the opening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was here for just short of 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
On the care team. So I worked on the care team, worked myself up from senior carer to team leader.
Fantastic.
And then left here to progress to be a deputy manager of a residential unit.
And those opportunities were made by Cassie Care for you to graduate up?
Most definitely.
Fantastic.
If it hadn't have been for Cassie Care and the support that I got from the whole team, I wouldn't have been able to progress to a deputy manager level. So yeah, I have a lot to thank them for.
So it is a place to work for?
Definitely,
you know,
definitely.
I mean,
very supportive. That's why I've come back, because I don't think you can work anywhere where the management isn't as supportive as here. They're really good.
Well, Janet Thompson, as we know as well, of course, we've met Janet on a number of occasions now, and Janet's told us to come along and do the virtual tour for Asquith.
Mm-hmm.
Is very proud of obviously the care homes, the nursing homes,
Very
and so on and
much
so
so.
forth, and the care that you deliver, but she's more proud of the staff that she's got working with them. So that I think it's nice to know and to understand that
Definitely.
Janet's absolutely behind you guys. And also, it's very important that I see in the last 2 days, nothing in Asquith is too much trouble.
No, definitely not. Siobhan has got to be one of the most fantastic managers I've worked with.
Oh, amazing.
We don't want for anything.
Right.
If we need something or we would like something, it's a case of Siobhan, can we have?
And that's got to give you huge
Not
confidence, surely.
It does. It gives us huge confidence and faith, you know, because it knows that it means we know we can help our residents.
Of course, because you know you're the voice of the residents, right?
Essentially,
because you see them every day.
Definitely.
Yeah, of course.
Definitely.
And going back to what we said then, just a little bit earlier, about the Pride event you had in the summer, was it?
Yes.
Okay, just tell us a bit about that.
So in the summer of this year, we held a Pride event, which was all about raising awareness of sexuality in older people.
Okay.
As I said in my first interview, just because people come into a nursing home or just because someone is living with dementia doesn't mean their life ends.
Of course.
Doesn't mean that their sexuality changes.
Of course.
They are still a human. So the whole purpose of Pride was, as I've said, to raise that awareness.
Yeah.
We had staff training, we had a big Pride party, we did all sorts of stuff surrounding Pride.
That's incredible.
And again, as I've said to you prior to this interview, we have quite a diverse staff group as well, so it was nice to be inclusive, you know. It was just phenomenal.
That absolutely concretes the evidence we've seen already where, and yes, of course, every big organisation like Cassie Care, and certainly everybody that works for it, there's a cross section of all people, isn't there?
Definitely.
Not only staff-wise, but resident-wise, and so on and so forth. And tell me how was it fun, this event?
It was fabulous,
Okay.
yeah, it was really good. We had, what did we have? We had flamethrowers, fire eaters, people on stilts, acrobatics.
That is sensational.
We also had informatics stalls from sexual health,
Yep.
Bernardo's, and was another one as well.
Yeah.
I can't quite recall who that was, but again, it was about
Active
raising
Field
awareness and
Day.
getting it out there and stopping it being a taboo subject.
Absolutely.
Because I do think that although LGBT in general is quite an open topic now, in older people it's not.
No.
It's still very much taboo, and it's still very much, well, they were born in the 1940s, they must be straight.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Absolutely not. I mean, it shouldn't be kept behind closed doors, should it?
No, it shouldn't.
It's
It
an open
shouldn't.
discussion about.
You should have pride
Of course.
to be who you are. So it was a really good. It was fantastic.
And did that last for a day or?
It lasted a week.
Wow.
So Monday to Friday we had the training. Like I say, we had people from Bernardo's, we had sexual health, we had Dr. Jane Ewell, who's a university lecturer, coming in, doing training sessions with the staff and raising that awareness. I keep saying raising that awareness because that was essentially what it was about. And then on the Saturday we had the Pride Party, which was the main event. And it got to Sunday and I think everyone was just that exhausted and partied out. We just had a rest and relaxation day on the Sunday. But it was,
do you know what? I truly wish we'd have been here for that particular day.
It is going to be an annual event.
Well, we'd like to come back and do that.
It's
because
definitely going to be an annual event. It's going to replace our summer fair.
Yeah.
So we're going to do it in conjunction.
Do we have any from the memory road, if you like, of events and functions that you organise? Do we have a gallery we can put onto the VR at some point? So
we have a social media page which I can quite happily pull things
Will
off.
you?
Yeah.
Because I think it's very important for everybody to understand that it's not just a one-off type event organised that you take care of. There are many of these things that you generate throughout a year.
Throughout the year,
whether it be seasonal or not, whether it be directed at any particular event you want to organise, you're doing a lot of them, aren't you?
A lot, yeah.
And I think, yesterday we discussed a memory book of certain people, which I'll keep confidential, but that really touched a note with me. I thought it was so sincere and it was wonderful.
Each resident has a memory book. So when they pass away or when they move on to different places, they can take away their book, and that's their memory book then.
Absolutely.
And it'll have pictures in of their journey with Ask It All, essentially.
Extremely personal to them.
Very, very personalised. And it's something that the family can keep. You know, if their loved one has passed away, it's something they can keep and look back on. And each resident has one of those. So whether it be when they pass away or when they move on, because residents do move on.
Yeah, of course.
They can look back at that and.
Well, I literally was blown away with that yesterday when I was shown that, and along with the activities that you generate and the care and the kindness you deliver to all of the people here. Once again, I'd like to say a huge thank you. Askworth Hall is very lucky to have you, I'm sure, and of course Cassie Care indeed is very, very special, and of course carry on the great work. I'm sure we'll be back at some point to see what other events you've got planned, and thanks for your time today, Jody.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Very much.